Marhaba ya jama'a and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to dive deep into conjugating because in Levantine Arabic. In my most recent video on conjugations, we learned that la'in means because, and I mentioned that there are different forms of because in Levantine Arabic. The base, la'in, can be followed by any of the possessive pronouns to indicate because of or because someone did something. This is where the concept of conjugation comes into play, as the ending of la'in changes according to the pronoun that follows it. I did a video on possessive pronouns previously, so I'll link it here in the cards. First, we're going to start by going through the different forms of la'in, and then we'll see them in example sentences. So let's get started. So here I listed out all the different forms of because or la'in in Levantine Arabic. So each one is followed by the corresponding possessive pronoun suffix. Let's start off with because I, which is la'inni. La'inni. So here we're taking the base, la'in, and then we're attaching a ya to the end of the word. So instead of la'in, it is la'inni. Ya is the possessive pronoun suffix for I. So all the following forms will take the same format. We'll have the base la'in, then we'll attach the possessive pronoun suffix. Moving on to because you, the masculine form, which is la'innek. La'innek. Because you, feminine form. The feminine version is very similar to the masculine version. They both have almost identical spelling, but with one key difference. The feminine version has a different accent mark on the last two letters of the word. The last two letters are noon and kaf. In the feminine version, both those letters have a kasra accent mark, which produces an e sound. In the masculine version, they have a fatha, which produces a eh sound. So for instance, instead of pronouncing it ne, we pronounce it ni. And instead of ke, we pronounce it ki. So in the end, we have la'inki. That is more so the modern standard Arabic version. But in the Levantine dialect, we'll often see that we do not apply the kasra to the kaf. So instead of la'inki, we'll hear la'innik. So let's hear the masculine version versus the feminine version. The masculine version is la'innek. The feminine version is la'innik. So because you, feminine version is la'innik. La'innik. Moving on to because he, which is la'inno. La'inno. Because she. We're going to add an alif to the end of the masculine form. So it becomes la'inha. La'inha. Because we. La'inna. La'inna. Because you, the plural form. La'inkun. La'inkun. Because they. La'inhun. La'inhun. Amazing. Now we just learned all the different forms of because and how they can be conjugated with the possessive pronoun suffixes. But let's see them in example sentences. How do we know when to use each of these? Attaching these pronouns allows la'in to provide clarity about who or what is the reason for something, making it more specific to the context of the sentence. Let's look at because I in an example sentence first. I'm tired because I studied a lot. تعباني لأني درست كتير. تعباني means I am tired for a female. لأني means because I. درست means studied. And كتير means a lot. So here we're using because I since the action is caused by yourself. Once again, because I is لأني. And let's hear the sentence one more time. تعباني لأني درست كتير. Now let's take a look at because you, the masculine form. I am sad because you didn't come. زعلت لأنك ما جيت. زعلت means I am sad. لأنك means because you, masculine form. ما جيت means didn't come. So here the subject of the sentence is I, but the person whose fault it is a singular masculine person. So that's why we're using لأنك, because you, masculine form. So let's hear the sentence one more time. زعلت لأنك ما جيت. So we can replicate that sentence, but for the female version. So if the cause of the event is a female with singular and is the second person, then we use the form لأنك. So let's hear it in the sentence. زعلت لأنك ما جيتي. So لأنك is because you, the feminine form. Now let's look at because he. I walked because the store is close. مشيت لأنه المحل قريب. Let's go over what the sentence means. مشيت means I walked. لأنه is because he, but in English it translates to because in this scenario. المحل means the store, and قريب means is close. So in Arabic, objects still have genders. So we're going to have to change the form of because to match the gender of the object. Here we're matching the gender of the store, which is المحل. المحل is a masculine object, so we're going to use the third person masculine form of because, which is لأنه. So we learned something really important here. The form of لأن changes depending on the gender of either a person or an object, which is quite different from English. Let's hear the sentence one more time. مشيت لأنه المحل قريب. Now let's take a look at because she. She didn't go because she's busy. ما راحت لأنها مشغولة. ما راحت means she didn't go. لأنها means because she. مشغولة means busy, the feminine form. So here لأنها means because she. So let's hear the sentence one more time. ما راحت لأنها مشغولة. Here's an example sentence for because we. We were late because we got lost. تأخرنا لأننا ضعنا. تأخرنا means we were late. لأننا means because we. And ضعنا means got lost for the plural first person. So the sentence once again is تأخرنا لأننا ضعنا. Now let's look at because you, the plural form. I was happy because you liked the food. فرحت لأنكن حبيتوا الأكل. فرحت means I was happy. لأنكن means because you. حبيتوا means liked. And الأكل means the food. So here, the form of because is matching who is the cause of the happiness, which is because of you, plural. So that form is لأنكن. So let's hear the sentence one more time. فرحت لأنكن حبيتوا الأكل. Because they. I didn't bring vegetables because they are spoiled. ما جبت خضار لأنهن خربانين. ما جبت means I didn't bring. خضار means vegetables. لأنهن means because they. And خربانين means they're spoiled. So here, the cause of the event is again an inanimate object, which is the vegetables. Since they're plural, we don't have to worry about the gender. We just use لأنهن for a group of male objects, female objects, or a mixed group. The same applies to groups of people as well. So let's hear the sentence one more time. ما جبت خضار لأنهن خربانين. And those are all the example sentences. So one last time, let's go through all the different forms of because. Because I, لإني. Because you, masculine form, لإنك. Because you, feminine form, لإنك. Because he, لإنه. Because she, لإنها. Because we, لإنا. Because you, plural form, لإنكن. Because they, لإنهن. And that's it. You're now all pros in different forms of because, لإن. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of my upcoming videos. I always appreciate your comments and support, and I'll see you in the next video. مع السلامة.